For the Tennessee Vols and Josh Heupel, the time is now. Happy to explain that. Jesse Simonton, one of the phenomenal writers for us here at On3, put out an article, and essentially, I'm paraphrasing, you should go read it, but the sentiment within the article was Josh Heupel just got himself a nice raise, very much so, deservedly so, but with that raise comes the expectations to recruit with the other individuals that you are now on a similar pay scale to. Because in 2023, on the recruiting trail, currently Tennessee has the number 12 class in the entire country, according to the On3 team consensus recruiting rankings. Now in 2022, the number 15 class. So you say, okay, nice little 3-spot bump for the Vols. That's pretty nice. It is, but also when you look at who you're behind, there's some frustration that could be baked in there. Behind Florida, behind Oklahoma, who's going to join the SEC here pretty soon, LSU, Texas going to join the SEC here pretty soon, the number 3 class as of the time of us recording this, Georgia and Alabama. So you're behind some teams that you're going to have to play against. A little bit of a funny feeling. I think there's more to unpack within this with Tennessee. Like I said, the time is now. We'll talk more about that in a second. The difference between Tennessee and the national champion, Georgia Bulldogs, is Georgia has stacked top 3 classes like Cracker Barrel pancakes the last few years. Since 2019, Georgia's lowest finish is number 2 or 3. They haven't had a top 3 class outside of 2019. Since 2019 for Tennessee, their highest finish in terms of recruiting rankings is number 11. Now, why is this important? Well, first, you're just recruiting at a within that top 3 range. You're recruiting big, physical human beings that can make the difference for you in the world of college football, which is still a line of scrimmage game. I mean, you flipped on Georgia TCU, or at least did it for a little bit, and you saw Georgia just had the nastier, bigger, better, faster, more athletic, everything human beings wear on the offensive and defensive line. For Tennessee, the 2023 class, they're making an effort. They're pushing that. They're starting to try and stack these classes as best they can. Of their signees on the offensive and defensive line, they have 25 signees. 10 of those are O-linemen or D-linemen. The average grade is a 91. So right around a 4-star caliber player on the offensive defensive line. That's a good sign. Tennessee, I believe, is building towards some exciting things in the future. But like I said, the difference is Georgia has stacked those classes. Tennessee now is beginning to get into the range where they, I think, will have the opportunity to stack those classes. If you haven't yet subscribed to the On3 YouTube channel, we'd love to have y'all here. We do the hard count every single day. Now, we're live on Tuesdays and on Thursdays, 1 Central, 2 Eastern. We've had a ton of y'all from the Tennessee Volunteer Faithful come and join us this season. We're so glad you're at this party. If you haven't yet joined us, no time like the present. Like I said, the games have stopped. Us over here at On3 on the hard count, we have not stopped. It's rock and roll. Also, follow me on the social channels at JD Piquel on Twitter and on Instagram. A great time to hear from y'all there. DMs stay wide open like Squirrel White in the Orange Bowl. All right. The expectation now for recruiting, it shouldn't just be about Josh Heupel's new contract. Like, that's for sure reality, and I understand with more money comes more responsibility and more expectations, to paraphrase Spider-Man. But it should be more about the Tennessee product. It should be about what Tennessee is right now. Let me give you this. If you go from serving sandwiches as a restaurant to then serving 5-star ribeye steak, you have access to different clientele, right? I mean, we're all tracking here. If I go from serving you a ham and cheese sandwich and then I say on my menu also, we have a ribeye that is the best in the country, I'm going to have some other people that can help my incorporation, rather, to help my restaurant by coming and being a part of it and consuming that ribeye. That's what Tennessee is right now. They have upgraded the product as of late. You went from 7 wins to winning New Year's 6 bowl games. You went from being right around the sandwich side of things to serving up ribeye in terms of what the Tennessee football product is right now. That's why there should be expectations. That's why we should be excited about Tennessee. That goes hand in hand with the raise, but that's the same reason why he got the raise. That's why they're rewarding Josh Heupel, because the iron is hot at Tennessee. Very, very visible. Tennessee program has been very, very visible to fans like you and I, but also recruits. Recruits also flipped on College Game Day and saw Tennessee on there a couple of times. Recruits also saw them try and see if the goalpost would float in the river. As we all turned out, they don't, which is a beautiful thing. Very, very visible is the Tennessee football brand right now. Got to cash in on that. Got to strike while the iron is hot. And why are we harping on this so much? Why are we talking about recruiting to the degree that we are? Because that's how you stay on in college football. That is the longevity piece for you. You're a top-tier SEC program, is Tennessee. Could we say that going into 2022? I don't know. I don't think that was really the conversation that was surrounding the Tennessee Volunteer football program. But after a New Year's Six bowl win, after knocking off Alabama, after doing what you did the duration of the season, I think that's fair to say for Tennessee going into 2023. So now you have access to top talent to recruit like it, to set yourself up for 2024, 2025, and beyond. That's the unique position that Tennessee is in, because not everybody's serving up a ribeye steak. There's a lot of programs that are trying to get their supplies in order to be able to have a ribeye steak, to have an 11-win season, to play for a conference championship in the future, to be able to win a New Year's Six bowl game like Tennessee did. That's the hope. Tennessee's right now sitting pretty. They've got the hot hand. It's time to cash in on it. It's time to cash in on it. Recruiting is crucial because it's going to allow sustained success. You know I've said it on this show a couple of times. Tennessee fans are probably sick of me saying this, but 2022 can mean whatever you want it to if you're a Tennessee Volunteer faithful. For the Tennessee program, it can mean whatever you want it to. It can be a great story and something you look back on the trophy case and say, man, that was awesome. We won the Orange Bowl. That was so great when we stormed the field and beat Alabama. That was awesome. Or it can be, that was the start of it all. That was the first domino. That allowed us to crush it on the 2024 recruiting trail. That allowed us to land more great players in 2025. That allowed us to kind of announce our presence in the SEC and nationally. That's what 2022 can mean for you. And they're paying Josh Heupel because they understand the iron is hot. Lock down your head coach. And now, with the access you have to the top talent, you can lock down more top talent. Again, great article by Jesse Simonton that unpacks a lot of this. I would encourage you to go read that. One of the best in the game is Jesse. So make sure you check that out on on3.com. But we're going to keep rocking over here. Like I said, we are live on Tuesday and Thursday. Come hang out. We'd love to have y'all here 1 Central, 2 Eastern, right here on the On3 YouTube channel. Hit the bell so you make sure you don't miss it. But we're going to talk a lot about the beautiful game that you and I both love. Nick Brake lifting heavy as he does. The games have stopped. We do not. And y'all are the reason why that's possible. So thank you for that. We appreciate y'all. We love y'all. We're going to keep the party rolling. We'll see y'all next time. Hey, y'all. Thanks so much for watching. Subscribe to the channel here to make sure you don't miss an episode of The Hard Count. Also, be sure to check out other videos on the On3 YouTube channel.